Good evening. Welcome to British Heritage Prism, where we attempt the increasingly radical act of asking questions. If you enjoy this video, do feel free to like or subscribe. And if you don't, well, that's rather the point, isn't it? Tonight, we're examining a story many Britons know only vaguely, if at all, Donald Trump's legal challenge involving the BBC's Panorama programme. And more importantly, what it reveals about how Britain's most trusted broadcaster has spoken about Trump for nearly 2 decades. It's a curious thing. When British media are accused of wrongdoing abroad, it tends to dominate headlines. But when British media are accused of wrongdoing involving foreign figures, the coverage becomes remarkably modest. In this case, many Britons couldn't tell you what Trump's complaint against Panorama actually alleges. So let's do something revolutionary. Let's walk through it, slowly, calmly, allegation by allegation. The Panorama episode in question presented Donald Trump as having incited violence on January the 6th. This was not framed as debate, nor as contested interpretation, but as settled fact. Viewers were shown selected excerpts of Trump's speech, intercut with images of chaos, alarm, and consequence. It was powerful television. It was also, according to Trump's legal complaint, selectively constructed. The first allegation is simple and rather awkward. Trump's January 6th speech included explicit instructions for supporters to act peacefully and lawfully. According to the complaint, this language was omitted, minimized, or deprived of emphasis, while more emotionally charged phrases were elevated. Now, editing is inevitable. But when editing removes qualifiers that change meaning, it stops being editorial judgment and starts becoming narrative construction. The lawsuit argues something even more serious, that by stripping out calls for peace, calm, and order, Panorama effectively reversed the intent of the speech. In other words, a speech advocating lawful protest was reframed as a call to violence. That's not interpretation, that's transformation. The complaint further alleges that Panorama failed to include publicly available material that contradicted its thesis. This includes Trump's later statements urging calm, condemning violence, and calling for people to go home. Journalism, after all, is meant to test a narrative, not protect it. Another allegation concerns contributors. According to the complaint, individuals with clear political hostility toward Trump were presented as neutral experts, without disclosure of prior positions. That doesn't mean they were wrong, but it does mean the audience wasn't fully informed. And informed consent is rather important in journalism. The lawsuit also points to the BBC's own editorial standards, particularly regarding accuracy, impartiality, and context. These aren't American talking points. They're BBC rules, and the allegation is that they were not followed. Now here's where the story becomes very British. Why take such a risk? The answer may be disarmingly simple. By this point, Trump had been so thoroughly vilified in Britain that challenging the narrative felt unnecessary. Who, after all, was going to complain? And if they did, would anyone listen? This dispute didn't emerge in isolation. Over the years, the BBC has been accused, repeatedly, of unfair framing when it comes to Donald Trump. Each incident individually defensible, collectively revealing. To understand the roots of this hostility, we must go back, before Trump was a politician at all. During the development of Trump's Scottish golf course, British media coverage was overwhelmingly hostile. He was portrayed as a brash American bully, trampling local voices, defying tradition, despoiling the land. Less attention was given to planning approvals, economic investment, or local support. A character had been cast, and once cast, it rarely changes. By the late 2010s, mocking Trump wasn't controversial. It was expected. News panels, comedy shows, political debates, all singing from the same hymn sheet. Disagreement became suspicious, defense became heresy. So, is this about Donald Trump? Not really. It's about whether British audiences were given the full picture or a carefully curated one, and whether the institutions that demand our trust have always deserved it. We're not asking you to admire Donald Trump. We're asking you to re-examine how you were taught to despise him, to watch full speeches, to read foreign coverage, to compare, and to ask, politely, calmly, reasonably, if the BBC distorted the truth about Trump, and what else might it have distorted? Uncomfortable questions, perhaps, but then again, democracy rather depends on them. Thank you for watching British Heritage Prism. Do think for yourself. It's terribly unfashionable, but still rather useful.